All right, Shalom.
Go on.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and much love and salutation to all the Akim out there pushing out the word and truth and sincerity. And the brothers, the brothers back here from Great Millstone, Tampa, is back for another weekly sit down, and the Lord's will is edifying and exhorting unto the hopeful elect. But we're just gonna start off, get straight to it. And this article I came across on YouTube from RT, or I'll read it and then I'll put it on the camera so the brothers can see. It says, Florida's governor Ron DeSantis has drafted. All right, so it hasn't gone through yet. It's just a draft, but it says has drafted an anti-mob bill which would allow armed citizens to shoot looters and anyone engaging in criminal mischief amid at disrupting a business. Oh, so like it says anyone engaging in criminal mischief aimed at disrupting a business. Perhaps okay, and that was it right there. But so it says Florida governor, drafts bill to allow citizens to shoot rioters and looters. And let me just put it on here real quick. Mm-hmm. Reading a week, RT. All right, so who the people this year have been looting and rioting? Is the Antifa, the Black Lives Matter? Who went out to vote for Joe Biden? Those same people. So now who's gonna be? Why did Governor DeSantis pass this? Because ultimately it's the will of the Heavenly Father, and Lord's will it goes through. They pass the bill and whatever. But who's gonna come out and shoot? It's gonna be the Proud Boys, or it's gonna be the Edomites, because it's been the Black Lives Matter and Antifa. All right, every time a nigga gets shot, they go out and protest, do this, that, and the third. So guess what? Now a bill's being drafted and it's gonna be pushed, and Lord's will gets passed. So that look, they're gonna be, because I was reading it, the article, and it said it's gonna pretty much be an add-on to stand your ground law here in Florida. But it's gonna go a step further. So what was going on is the Lord is setting up the stage for the all-out chaos. So let Lord's will, another nigga gets choked to death by the police or whatever the case may be. So these niggas come out and protest. And then guess who gonna come rolling up in the big Chevy trucks with the big old tires and the M16s? It's gonna be the Proud Boys, all right, which they're gonna have the go ahead, the green light to shoot them if they're trying to, fuck up businesses and whatnot. So hey, the stage is being set, man. It's clear and evident that the Lord is working through the minds of the presidents and the leaders of Esau, and even down to the governors and mayors. All right, the stage is being set, so all out chaos is about to happen on these streets, man. All right, because there's protests right now happening, but Florida was a perfect place to be the first ones to push this, man. All right, but real quick, anybody got precept?
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
This is Second Ezra, chapter 15.
Yep.
And I'll start at verse 14. Says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
That's right. And now it's being put on paper. It's being put in bills or with legislation, so to say. That they pretty much what Esau is doing is giving the go ahead to the lower level Edomites to go out and kill niggas. All right, that's what's being set up. All right, real quick, brother can grab Revelation 12 and 12, and then we'll go back to the Second Ezra, because the stage is set, man. The curtains have opened up. The show is about to play out right now. Okay, it's clear and evident what's going on. You got to be a damn simpleton to not see where this is headed. Which this isn't going to be on mainstream media. This was RT that put this article out, but this is facts. You can go into the .gov website and see this bill in put in motion. All right, all is left is for it to be passed. But whoever got that revelation, go ahead.
Revelation 12:12.
Oh,
It says, Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
There you go. So the devil's about to come down with great wrath, and he's going to be justified through his own laws. His own laws that the devil's passing is going to justify him, all right, in doing these things. Well, would you all these Black Lives Matter, Antifa, what they going to do? They going to sue? Well, it was in the law. Anybody get caught looting and rioting, targeting businesses, they're legally liable to get shot now. You know, so this is the Most High putting it in the heart of Esau to come down with great wrath. All right, it's gonna come a time and point where look, it's gonna be shoot to kill. It ain't gonna be shoot them with beanie bags or what they call it, rubber bullets. It's gonna be shoot them niggas to kill them. One shot, pow, in the heart or in the head. You know, and this is what, and it's gonna be it ain't gonna be just the police officers, man. It's gonna be trained men, all right, because they don't train police officers like they train special ops and shit like that. Yeah, they train police officers to shoot guns and whatnot, but the guys that are gonna execute these things is gonna be niggas that they're militias and shit like that. Private what we talk what's it called? Private
malicious.
Yeah, private militias, private kind. But you know that these guys are gonna kill. They're not gonna waste bullets like niggas doing drive-bys. They're gonna come pop, 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 you know, or maybe if they really want to make sure you dead, they'll do 3, 1 to the head and 2 to the chest. But this is what's about to happen, man. They actually, this is in the law right now. A bill that's trying to get DeSantis is trying to pass. So to shoot niggas that are looting. I mean, they didn't say niggas, but that's what they talking about. Who's the niggas that burned the champs down out here in Tampa? Niggas. All right, who burned the gas station over there by the crib? Niggas. All right. Yeah, it don't matter if Esau starts it or entices it, they're gonna shoot the niggas. Okay, because the niggas is the one out there marching and throwing Molotov cocktails at the police. All right, soon the police department, they're gonna get an order just open up on you niggas, and then once they get ran through, then the military and or whatever troops come. You know, so and they're gonna come to shoot to kill. You know, that's gonna be the order: shoot to kill. You know, if they stand up or they come up against y'all, or if you see them doing this or that, kill them. You know, and that's that great wrath coming down upon us or upon the whole world. Really, go ahead, though.
They said stand down and stand by. You know,
That's what Trump said. The president.
Mm-hmm. He's the president, so he said that. You know, and now all of a sudden, through the spirit, this new legislation has been passed. All right, yeah, and you know that's who that's targeting. You know, and you know that's gonna stir up a whole bunch of shit. Because what now you're gonna have so-called black people out there and Hispanic people out there. They may not even be looting, but a so-called a Proud Boy, he might say, "Oh, he got a TV. Oh, he's stealing," and it's gonna cause a whole bunch of ruckus. It's gonna start a war. It's gonna start a civil war.
And they don't have to be stealing anything because again, like they've been doing, they set up those agent provocateurs, and then that's their excuse. All right, look, this nigga did this, so we lighten up the whole crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody got masks
from the champs, so they all gonna get laid down, man. And Esau been waiting for this, bro. You know, we're talking with the elder chat or whatever, and Esau, man, he been training for years for this. These militias, these little groups that been training tactically, guerrilla warfare, suburban war tactics. You know, they ain't been training for no reason, man. While Jake been bullshitting and worrying about who's gonna be the next president, these niggas been doing suburban warfare. You know, they know how to move through the neighborhoods and clear houses. And look, Jake ain't ready, man. Shit's about to go down, and Jake gonna get swept. You know, like the carpet gonna be pulled from under them, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, brothers. Go back to that Ezra. See where we not.
Okay. It's 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and that sedition goes into uprising against a rulership or government. And we can see, I mean, the scriptures talk about we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. We see what Esau is doing, man. And we're getting to the point in time where Esau is being so exposed that regular niggas see what Esau is doing, man. So you're going to have uprisings, man. You're going to have people starting to uprise up against the government, with little things like this that's getting passed, like with the brother, the article he's bringing out, and it ain't going to be, there's going to be a lot of people killing, man. People going to be protesting and rioting and looting, and then a lot of people are going to die, man, because Jake got guns too, but Esau just knows how to use them better, but nonetheless, there's going to be a lot of people dying. It says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And the majority of the people who don't regard their kings and princes, meaning the governors, the mayors, the president, all right, is really you Jakes, but a lot of Edomites do too, man. All right. A lot of Jake is going to be rebelling against the orders of the government, and as well as you Edomites, and y'all just going to be killing each other, man. Because the Lord is dividing this kingdom, so the Lord is putting a group of people against another group of people. Okay, so there's going to be people that are against the government, like there is now, obviously, but it's going to intensify to the point to where, like I said, and swords in their hands, man. All right, in that verse, in verse 15, it says, "And swords in their hand." What's the modern day sword, man? It's the tool, man. All right, it's the pistol.
Yeah.
But it says, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power, because they're going to be the ones. The idea of wanting to riot and loot and shoot people and all this, it's going to be within themselves to do it. Okay. Hold on. I think brother.
No, I'm just putting that up, just to prove what you were saying,
Yeah.
The quarter's got that sword,
Real quick. St. Matthew's 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Yeah, so there's iniquity is abounding right now on the earth, man. It has been for a long time, and you can see it. All right, you can see that as iniquity increased upon the earth, so did tension amongst the people, and even so more in these last days, man. Wickedness is at an all-time high. It's reached the heavens. Okay, the Heavenly Father is smelling the wickedness. So of course, people, the love of many is what how to end there.
And the love of many shall wax cold.
And a lot of people are starting to hate each other. All right, for no reason. Okay, or because you voted for this person, or because you're a part of this group or that. You people want to just blow each other away. That's the point that is we've come to in 2020, man. And it's gonna only get worse. Because just like it says in 2nd Ezra chapter 5, then shall evils continue upon the earth, or grow upon the earth, and inconsistencies. So it's only going to get worse, man. All right? That was it on that, right? All right. So going back to 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 17, it says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." And we already can see that happening. If that bill gets passed, we can see that happening, man. Shit gets so bad where they have to shut down a whole city. You can't get in or out because there's so much chaos. They need to calm shit down. And with the whole elections and everything, we can see that happening too. People rioting because of that. You already got now Georgia doing a recount, So who knows what's going to start to happen with that? But nonetheless, with the article the brother got, man, the things can get real nasty real quick if that gets passed, man.
Mm-hmm.
Cities can get locked down. All right, businesses are going to close. Because you don't know who's going to roll up in your place and blast the business away, man. Or a gunfight might just pop off in the middle of the store. But go ahead out. Or you want me to keep going on this? Yeah. I got one more precept. Verse 18, 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 18, it says, "For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." You see, because of the pride of you people, this is why these things are happening, man. That's why the Lord is putting a spirit on whatever DeSantis, whatever his first name is. That's why the Lord's putting a spirit on the governor of Florida to want to pass this bill or have this bill passed, because the Lord is judging the earth, man, because of the pride. Okay, a lot of y'all prideful, so guess what? The Lord's gonna have to bring y'all down. Okay, but go ahead, Akim.
I got a quick precept. All right. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, starting at verse. I'll start at verse 10, and I'll go down. Verse 10. It says, "Behold, the day, behold, it is come. The morning is gone forth. The rod hath blossomed. Pride hath budded." Such as the brother was going into pride. Pride has budded. All right, amongst these Edomites. All right, it reads on
Everybody. Jake is getting proud as hell, especially now that Biden won. Oh, we already seen the nigga woman. Shit, we need something. We need something in return for the votes that we gave Biden.
Mhm.
Right? That was the Black Lives Matter leader. She came out and said that.
Yeah, yep. And real quick, that's the perfect setup because hey, you know, just speculate. You know, I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but let's say Trump do something or whatever happens that Biden don't get into the White House. What do you think all these Black Lives Matter and Antifa, all these different alphabet groups, all right, gonna do? They're gonna go to the streets like they do every time a nigga dies. And they're gonna riot. They're gonna loot. So guess what? The laws are being set in place to kill these niggas. Kill these niggas, man. So hey, a perfect storm is being set up right now. You know, either way, some shit is going down in the next couple weeks. You know, or the next few months here. You know, we got 2 months till the end of this year, and then the end of the 20th of January is when the inauguration is supposed to take place. Which is inauguration, go back to witchcraft, but it's a perfect storm that's brewing, man. The Lord's setting this thing up beautifully, and all we doing is sitting back and rejoicing, watching it unfold. Because we've been telling people we didn't give you the details exactly, but now you see that it's happening. You know, but go ahead, Doc.
Reading on verse 11, it says, "Violence is risen up into a rod of wickedness. None of them shall remain, nor of their multitude, nor of any of theirs. Neither shall there be wailing for them." Verse 12, "The time is come, the day draweth near. Let not the buyer rejoice, nor the seller mourn. For wrath is upon all the multitude thereof." All right, that's what's going into what these civil unrest. All right, these people are rioting, looting. All right, it's going to be nothing but violence. Because verse 11 says, "What violence is risen up as a rod of wickedness."
And really, the reason why people loot is because they're niggas. They're a bunch of degenerates. Because what's the point? What is looting doing? You know, it's not doing shit. It's just a bunch of demons on it. That's why the scripture says, "They shall bring forth monsters to the women."
Mm-hmm.
It's a bunch. Yeah, these people on this earth, man, especially you Jakes, because that's why Esau's passing these laws, man. Because you Jakes, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all a bunch of niggas, man. You know, you had the whole. The little protest, they call it peaceful protest for that George Floyd, I believe was his name. But Jake burning down gas stations, burning down shoe stores, and all this other shit. What was that for? You know. But that's why Esau want to get rid of you niggas, man. And if he has to pass a law to gun y'all down, then he's gonna do it. And we see it.
And it works.
Now.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to find it on the actual government website, but you better go ahead. I'm gonna find it because you know they always before the laws are passed, they put it on their websites and it gives you the status of when it was enacted or when it was put on there, and then you know it goes through a process on the government website, which I'm gonna try to find. Lord's will. Go ahead, brothers.
Verse 13. "For the seller shall not return to that which is sold, although they were yet alive. For the vision is touching the whole multitude thereof, which shall not return." All right, so this is the vision that the prophets were talking about. All right, that we're talking about in these last days. All right, it's going to touch everyone in this world, especially right here in Babylon the Great. All right, it reads on. It says, "Neither shall any strengthen himself in the iniquity of his life. They have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready, but none goeth to the battle. For my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof." All right, that's still going into what the rest of these people. All right, contain the 2/3 of Israel. All right, these Edomites. All right, so it's going to be civil unrest between the whole multitude thereof. My brother.
Hey, real quick, can you read that last precept real quick?
14.
Yeah.
All right.
So real quick.
All right, verse 14. They have blown the trumpet, even to me already.
Yeah,
But
we have blown the trumpet, and that's what we're doing when we do these sit downs. We go out there and we teach. We're constantly blowing the trumpet. Bringing our articles. We're constantly blowing the trumpet, man, because we're the foreseers, man. Okay, we are the spiritual weathermen. Okay, we are the overseers over the flock. Okay, and Jake is getting ready to see how serious it was and how important it was for us to be out here in these corners, man. We weren't out here in vain. We were out here for the elect's sake, man. Okay, so those days can be short. Go ahead out here.
reading on, it says, "But none go to the battle, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof."
So none going to the battle, but the Most High, Yahweh, His wrath is upon all the battle, man. Okay, the multitude thereof, man. And that's all you nations. Starting off with 2/3 of our people, because Scripture in First Peter, I believe, judgment shall begin at the house of Most High, right? So how much more to them that have lived in an ungodly manner, man? Okay, seeing that we have conducted ourselves in our holy conversation, man. So it's nothing but judgment, That's why this is a time to be on as much fire as possible, because the Most High is bringing the prophecies to pass. So it's always something to talk about, man. It's always something. It's always a lesson to get done. It's always something to get speak the words of Yahweh. The Lord is judging these niggas, man. We need this to come in. This is the only way we're gonna get into the kingdom. We need this place to get judged, bro. That's why we go so hard every day. Okay. I got a quick one, real quick. 2 Timothy 3:1. Just know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Right? When you go into that word perilous, it means hard to bear. Okay, troublesome times. All right, and this is why we go hard. The times we're coming into is perilous, man. Okay, the hour of temptation. Okay, where Jake don't know what the hell is going on, man. Okay, but we're preparing ourselves through the Spirit of power, Yahweh Shai, to be able to overcome this in the Spirit, man. Building up that inner man, knowing that what it don't matter what happens. Okay, Yahweh Shai is going to be with his man. Don't matter. Okay. Right up. What's that?
This is 1 Corinthians 7 verse 31. All right. And I'll start at 29. It says, but this I say, brethren, the time is short. All right. And pursuing back to Habakkuk 2 verse 2 and 3 or 2 in division is set for a point in time. All right, so this is the scriptures, the time that the scriptures spoke about, Habakkuk 2. All right, everything that we spoke about or the prophets spoke about in the past, this is now the time that is speaking. So even more now, this 1 Corinthians 7 verse 29, but it says, but this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both that have wives be as though they had none, and they that weep as though they wept not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not. This is the point. And they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. So that whole, peace and a civilized American society, ultimately a civilized world, law and order. Right, the whole thing of going out, being married, and going to bars and going to clubs, the places are shut back down. Now they're pushing the propaganda that the COVID-19 viruses are going up, man, daily. So they're going towards more of a lockdown. So the scriptures say the fashion of this world fadeth away. Why? Because they're trying to birth a new world order. So anytime there's a birth of something, as the Yahweh Shai used the parable, as a woman travailing with child, the scriptures say, anytime there's a birth or anything, there's a bunch of pain and sorrows and a bunch of chaos taking place. So as it says, the fashion of this world fadeth away. When you think about clothes, you know, you got some called that's old fashioned, or this is the new fashion. Well, the fashion of this world fadeth away, meaning a manner of life. You know, and it's happening. Nobody feels safe anymore. Gun sales are rising. You know, why? Because we coming into a time, as the scriptures speak about, Jacob's trouble, man. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Go get it real quick then.
Kind of, get to the one I was talking about, verse 5, but if you got
What
kind
do you think?
So Jeremiah chapter 30, starting verse 5, Jeremiah 30 and 5. But thus saith the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace.
And going back to Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter. All right, it's a time for everything. There's a time for peace. But going back to Habakkuk 2, at the end it shall speak and not lie. So now this is that time that all the prophets and righteous men have waited for, man. Of trembling and not of peace. Because why? Ultimately, the prophets knew that when the destruction and misery came, all right, that the kingdom of heaven would come. Go ahead.
So Jeremiah 30 and 6. Ask ye now and see whether a man do travail with child.
And that's the time we coming in. And you notice the scriptures that speak about women, because if the men are travailing with child, you know, the stronger half, you know, the stronger part, which is the men, what more are you women? So do we see every man travailing as a woman travailing with child, man? So men are crying and in pain as if a woman was giving birth. You know, so that goes to show you that we coming into some drastic times, and that the fashion of this world faded away, man. You waking up and having that security of let's start with the economy, job security, that your job is gonna be there, that you can go to the grocery store and get food as convenient as you want, and everything is just gonna be good. No, the fashion of this world faded away, man. Men are gonna be travailing as women with children, man. Okay, so that time of peace is that's it. Okay, we're not gonna have true peace into the kingdom of look, peace will not exist again to the kingdom of heaven. And then even when it was a so-called peace, it wasn't peace, man. You know, you niggas was still catching hell, man. So that time of so-called peace, that's it, man. Read on.
It says, wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it.
So that day is great, so that none is like it, man. So the scripture speaking about a change in time, man. All right, a day is a measurement of time, man. You have your seconds, your minutes, your hours. Your hours turn into days. Your days turn into weeks. Your weeks turn into months. Your months turn into years. Okay? You have your decades. You know, so that day is a measure. So the scriptures speak about a changing of time, man. Go ahead.
If I can say an example, you know, going into the time that we're in now is like a time like no other. What we're going into lesson on is about the swords, modern day swords being a gun. You know, you go into the demographic of so-called America, there's more guns than people. You know, so per household, you know, on average, there's, you know, more than one gun in a household. You know, so imagine that over 300 million people. That's a recipe for disaster. You know, I read again Jeremiah 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
All right, and that's why we usher in. That's why brothers prophesy of these things. That's what's getting us hyped now. You think brothers are just fucking psychopaths that they just get on online and get on camera and just be like, oh shit, they just passed a law about a looter's gonna get shot and they able to get shot to death and put down in the streets as a law. You think we just psychopaths that we just getting off on people just being murdered? No, we know that the more violence these things coming, that means the downfall and the destruction, man. Okay, to break down this society. So that's why we happy, because why? It said it lasts is a time like no other way. The time of Jacob's trouble, and he shall be saved out of it. So that's why we happy, because why? Measured out the time diligently in itself, man. So we see that these things are happening. So that's what's getting us hyped. That's what's getting us happy. And when we see these things take place, and we see division, and we see violence, because why? We know salvation is near.
Real quick. Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 6. How you, for the day of the Lord is at hand.
So the day of the Lord consists of howling. It didn't say rejoice or laugh. It say howl ye. What? That's talking about these people, man, because we're going to be rejoicing. You know, we're going to be happy. But for you others, woe to you who desire the day of the Lord. You know? So howl ye. Go ahead.
Come. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Verse 7. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid.
Yep. So the hands gonna be faint, man's heart shall melt, and they gonna be afraid. You know, because the Lord, people think they're preparing, they got the ammunition, they got bulletproof vests, they've been stocking on bullets for years. You know, they think they all buckled down, they think they got it. But the shit that's about to come, it's gonna be some divine intervention, man. It's gonna be some spiritual wickedness, man. As speak about in Wisdom of Solomon, 17th chapter, about in Egypt, about dark shit you can't prepare for. Shit that a bullet not gonna be able to neutralize, man. When you seeing hallucinations and you hearing shit that's not there, and it's dark, okay? So that's why men gonna be howling, man. Because in today's terms right now, a bullet can solve a problem, can solve any threat in these days in times right now. But the shit that's coming is a time like no other. Okay? A time like no other where a bullet is not gonna be able to deliver you, man. Go ahead.
Verse 8. And they shall be afraid. Pains and sorrows shall take hold of them.
Exactly. Pains and sorrows shall take hold of them, because you can't eat a bullet, man. As the scriptures say in Lamentations, man, they that be slain by the sword are better than they be slain by hunger. Because regardless of how much bullets you have, you can't eat them. You're going to need some food, man. And the access of food is going to be cut off. The scriptures call for a famine, man. An actual famine. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 8. And they shall be afraid. Pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. Mm-hmm. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another.
One at another, man. Listen to that. They shall be amazed one at another. Like, is this really happening? Yeah. Because when something happened, you ask somebody like, oh my, did you see that? Because why? You want to ask somebody, did they see that? Because you can't believe it yourself. So when somebody be like, yeah, I saw that. And you like, yeah, damn, that's crazy. Because you asking them, they shall be amazed one at another. Like, damn, this shit really happening, man. You need confirmation from somebody else because the shit that's transpiring, you ain't never seen this shit before, and you can't believe that it's happening, man. So these people gonna be amazed one at another, like, man, I never thought that this would happen, man.
If I may add, and the Lord is bringing back that, like you said, the family, and the Lord is bringing back cannibalism too, man. So that's what's gonna, that's another amazement that's gonna be on the faces of these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and ethnic Indians. Like, goddamn, she literally sitting there eating her son. You know, she's sitting there literally eating her child because, like my brother said, the family, bro, all this is coming back, and you ain't ready. Jake is not ready, bro. Jake, put the Most High in the box. So the Most High, and that's why in 2 Ezra 9 it says, the same shall know after death by pain. A lot of grown men gonna be hurt, man, when they see the power of the Heavenly Father. The whole time they put strength in the LA Fitness. Okay, they thought they were somebody, and the Lord is going to expose a lot of guys out here, man. Men, women, and children, man. You know.
I got some real quick. The book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 9. This is the Lord speaking. Luke 21:9. It says, "But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by." So we understand that all the horrible things that you hear brothers talking about in this lesson, it has to happen. Okay. So when you hear the brother Kanakala talking about death, we're not no psychopaths where we just want to see people get put to death. That's not really in our spirit, but we understand that these things have to happen in order for us to get to the next level. All right. We're looking for the kingdom of heaven. We're looking for righteousness to reign supreme upon the earth. And right now we see wickedness is ruling. The brother's talking about, cannibalism. These things, hey man, it's not far-fetched. The scriptures talk about it. Here in the book of Lamentations 4:10, it says, "The hands of a pitiful woman have sodden their own children," meaning boiled. "They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people." So these are things that have happened in the past to our people. Don't be surprised if it happens again here in 2020, 2021, or whatever the case may be in modern times, when you see actual Israelites killing and eating their own children. All right, these things have to happen in order for the next phase to come. All right, for the final phase, really, which is the kingdom of heaven. Horrible things have to take place on the earth.
Right.
So you're going to see war. You're going to see violence. You're going to see uprising of the people. You're going to see mayors and governors getting dragged in the streets. You're going to see riots, Molotov cocktails being thrown in stores and police cars. These things have to happen. All right? Ain't nobody happy and giddy about it, but it has to happen. So in a way, we are kind of happy that it's happening, because we understand that the more that this happens, the quicker we can get into the kingdom of heaven. You got it, brothers.
I got you real quick. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, and I'm just going to get right to verse 3. It says, "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning."
Read it again, brother. Hey, read it again one more time.
Verse 3. It says, "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world."
Hey, you seen earthquakes happen like a couple of weeks ago. Some big ass earthquakes happened a few weeks ago, bro. Big ass earthquakes happened over, I think it was in the Middle East. Well, some people died in it. I remember seeing, there's a few dead. So people died in that earthquakes. And it's been happening year after year after year for the past few years. Big ass earthquakes have been happening. And uproars of the people, we're seeing uproars of the people for the past few years, and as of right now, it's coming to a head. Go ahead, brother.
It says, "Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even
Right.
from the beginning."
Right. Yeah, so these things have been spoken about. Real quick, I was gonna say, yeah, these things have been spoken about from old prophecy. And now we're here today in 2020. We're seeing them come to pass, and it's not surprising to us. We're like, okay, this is supposed to happen. The scripture before that says, "Measure thou the time diligently in the self." So we understand. Okay, we're seeing this happen now. Okay, we're getting close to the kingdom of heaven. Oh, we're getting close to Yahushua coming back. Oh shit, we see. Riots. Oh, riots over there in Spain. Oh shit, riots over in Greece. Oh shit, riots in Baltimore. Oh, we're getting close to something. Oh, the kingdom of heaven's coming. Oh, uproars of the people. Oh, another earthquake. Oh shit, tornadoes. Those are signs showing us the times that we're in right now. These are clear signs from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. The Lord is very simple with it. He's not. It may seem like it's real cryptic, but it's not. The Lord is making it so easy for you to understand, and it boggles our minds that you Jake, you so-called Black, Spanish, and Native Americans still can't see it, even though we're breaking it down to you in English and all these different languages, and you still can't see it. And the Lord is showing you, like, oh shit, we're gonna be a riot over here. Oh, there's gonna be sedition over here. Oh, earthquakes over here. Oh, pestilence over here. These things are written in the Bible, but you're still not getting it. So like, Mayam, I know you have something to say.
Yeah, real quick. So, the reason why I brought the precept up, because the brother was saying that these things have to happen, like the uproars of the people, these riots and everything like that. And like it says in verse 2, then shall thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So these things have to happen because the Lord is going to come. The Lord is going to come. So these things have to happen. That's the reason why the brother was saying that. These things are going to happen. There's nothing that you can do to stop it. There's nothing that you can do to delay it. It's going to come when it has to come. And guess what? The time is now. Okay, like the brothers quoted earlier, that Habakkuk chapter 2, the vision is yet for an appointed time, but in the end it shall speak. And we are in the end because those prophecies, those visions are speaking. Okay? You got a governor of a state that's literally trying to pass a law for people to be able to shoot each other, man. And the bill, some of the language that I was able to see from the articles said that it's suspicious activity of looting or hindering a business, man. And when you go into the activity, it said 6 or more people. Okay, so it could be a brothers doing camp outside of a business, and somebody can just roll up and blast you away, and they just say, because it's a part what the DeSantis is, he's adding on to the stand your ground law down here in Florida.
Yeah. And that real quick, because it's not in the, because I looked on the House in the Senate with
Senate bill?
it's not on there yet. It's just a draft that he put up. But just let me read this. It says a draft of Governor Ron DeSantis' proposed bill, like brother said, expanding, because like the brother said, it's the stand your ground law is being expanded. But it says expands the list of forcible felonies under Florida's self-defense law to include criminal mischief causing interruption or impairment of a business. Okay. It also specifically allows force against those looting, which the draft defines as burglary within 500 feet of a violent or disorderly assembly. So you have to be within 500 feet of a disorderly organization, so to say, or disorderly, disorderly assembly or violent. 500 feet, that's a football field and a half, damn near. So if you 500 feet away from niggas protesting and you get caught, niggas could lawfully kill you under this law that they're trying to pass. All right, and then it says, this is on the New York Times Post, by the way. It says DeSantis also wants to make it a third-degree felony to block traffic during a protest. What do these dumbasses do? They'll block the highways. They'll go out and do, they'll stop traffic, hold their signs in the middle of an intersection. All right, well, that's going to be a third-degree felony under Florida law. It says third-degree felony to block traffic during a protest and offer immunity to drivers who accidentally kill or injure protesters who do so. So people are going to get immunity for running niggas over, standing in the middle of the street like an idiot.
Yeah,
and
it's going to start a firefight. It's going to start a firefight between the Floridians, and if that passes through other states, hey man, it's not going to look good. That's going to be that's people against people. Okay, over nothing. Really, when it comes down to over nothing. But these elites, they're sparking that fire in the people to revolt against each other. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say it hasn't been filed, legally. It hasn't been filed yet. It's just a draft that they're circulating. Florida Senate is circulating, but you best believe that's gonna get passed. Through the spirit, I believe that shit gonna pass.
Hey, it's the purge, man. We were saying earlier, it's the purge, bro. That's exactly what that shit is. That's. Come on, you giving people a free reign to this, because you're gonna have Edomites they're gonna go out to these places specifically to look for people looting so they can get your body. Because Esau, he's blood hungry. He lusts over blood. He loved blood so goddamn much. He'll leave his house, go travel 150 miles to a city so he can see people rioting, and he's rioting. And then it's just start busting off shots. It's going to cause all types of commotion. That's a good thing. Yep. That's a good thing. Go ahead.
And that's why brothers don't go out near where niggas is looting and rioting.
Yeah,
You know,
I
you
know.
pick up the block from niggas breaking into stores and burning buildings.
And yeah, because I saw in the it was like a PDF that I found on the existing law about the writing and everything. It said that you can't impede traffic. So when you see these people out there blocking and stopping the streets, because there's a huge pack of morons walking down the street talking about Black Lives Matter, and an Edom might come and shoot everybody up. Hey, you ain't gonna find no men of the law around that. Especially if that bill gets passed. You know, you see people like before having that cannon, you see people walking up. We might have to close up camp and go find another spot real quick.
Absolutely. Hey, that's just leading into the famine of the word, because if that's a thing, all right, if that's a law, if they end up passing it and that's a thing, you think that you know you're gonna have men of the Lord out there on the streets? No. You know, that's too dangerous. Go ahead.
And then, like we've seen for the last couple of weeks, niggas justice for Day or whatever the fuck they were honking for.
Yeah.
And, you know, niggas riding bikes and doing all that bullshit. According to this law, it'd be legal to run them niggas over.
Yep.
The Lord's will is shit. Lord's will this get passed, and them niggas come riding their bikes around us, and we get to see them niggas mowed down.
Yeah, Esau coming to Ford Raptor and come run their ass over, man.
Yeah, just like Esau been getting off for shooting you niggas, Esau gonna get off for running you niggas over too.
That's right.
Hey, and the reason why they be able to blast people that are stopping traffic in the road is because the word traffic, it means business, trading.
Yeah, business. Yep.
You know, so hey, that Esau, man, he think he's slick.
There's a difference between a vehicle and an automobile. You know, one's for business and one's for pleasure.
Same thing as
driving and traveling. You know.
Yep.
I got some.
Go ahead.
The book of 1 Thessalonians 5:3. It says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." So that destruction is going to come when you least expect it. All right, you're going to see things happening in this world when you think that everything is getting back to normal. Oh, Biden's in office. Oh, then you're going to have a big ass riot, a big ass uprising of the people, where it's going to be Republicans against Democrats or whatever the case may be, and then it's going to get to a point where it's going to be a worldwide, uproar, and you think everything was fine. And it's like it says, like as travail upon a woman with child, you're not going to be able to push that child back into the womb. That's like you're not going to be able to stop these prophecies from coming to pass. It's going to happen, whether you want it to happen or not. It's said to happen. It is already written, and it's going to happen. And hey, we're and the funny thing is, we've been prophesied, so we're putting the energy out there, and we're putting that I can't think of the word, but that energy, that frequency out there, so that the Lord speeds this thing up. We're trying to hasten the day. So best believe that the Lord is about to make this thing happen. Go ahead.
I'll go ahead and I'll bring out mine. This is John chapter 16. Now let's get to the point. I read 21 and 22. Pretty much going to a point earlier about the birth pains. It's ultimately because the kingdom of heaven is going to be birthed. It's going to be by Yahushua. So John chapter 16, verse 21. I'll go into a parable. A woman, when she is in travail, have sorrow because her hour is come. So we could talk about the beginning of sorrows, which we're in now, pretty much going into tribulation. So before something beautiful happens, something rough has to go into a woman giving birth. It's rough. It's very tough. The woman can see how she reacts. She's screaming. She's in pain. But I'm gonna continue on with the parable. It says, "But as soon as she is delivered of the child, she remembereth no more the anguish for joy that a man is born into the world." So after all this hell passes by, in the kingdom of heaven, we're not gonna be thinking about this no more. Okay, of course we're gonna have our high holy days. Going into today's time, where we're gonna be delivered from the modern day Egypt. Which will be a Passover. We're gonna be going into remembrance of what happened, but we're not going to be thinking about what we're doing in our everyday lives here in this moment. Oh, I had to go to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. We're not going to be worried about that because our joy is going to be such on a high level. We're not going to be remembering of the sorrow we had prior to coming into the kingdom. This is verse 22. "And ye now therefore have sorrow, but I will see you again. And your heart shall rejoice, and your joy no man taketh from you." So the joy that we have, there's nothing that's going to be taken away our joy from. and pretty much what's happening upon the earth by these prophecies coming to pass through Yahweh Shem Shai. So what scriptures talk about, let no man take your crown. These people are gonna be bugging out, losing their mind. That energy. They're not gonna be able to put on us because because at the end of the day, it's what we're waiting for.
And that that was it on that, bro.
Yeah, it's
Kind of like brother was just saying, we're gonna have peace and we're gonna be good even on this side, because the spirit that's gonna be upon us, starting from the apostles on down, Lord, will we be those men? It's gonna be to be away from that stuff. That's why we ain't gonna be getting gunned down. We ain't gonna be having to deal with all that stuff because the men of the Lord are wise as a serpent. Okay, we gonna be away from that stuff. But real quick, let me get this in Nahum. This is Nahum. I'm starting at verse 1, chapter 3. It says, "Woe to the bloody city! It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not." It's a lot. Verse 2, "The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots." Now we know that this was a prophecy written about the destruction of Babylon, but this is Babylon reborn. This is Babylon the Great, the virgin daughter of Babylon. And now these chariots, the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots, those noises is talking about the modern day cars.
Yeah,
Okay?
cars, buses,
Yep.
trains, all that noise,
Yep. So
Plane.
verse 3, it says, "The horseman lifteth up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses." So just imagine a Black Lives Matter parade going down the road, and the Edomites, them Proud Boys, come through on one of their loud ass V8 pickup trucks, lifted, blasting, gunning people down.
Yeah.
This is the scene that is playing out right here. Now we always use this precept to talk about the martial law troops and all this and that, but this is going to be a part of it too, man. Hey, so it's beautiful that this governor of Florida is trying to pass this laws because it'll go perfectly with the scriptures, man.
And that's gonna be the draconian laws.
Yep.
Look, they giving the green light to niggas to run you over in the street. You stand in the street talking about Black Lives Matter, proud ass Edomite gonna hit the gas pedal and run right through you, your ass flying through the air, and he gonna get off scot-free under the law. All right, or say you 300 of niggas spics block the highway in like 30 fucking big pickup trucks come and just ran all you niggas over. Guess what? They all in the right, because legally you shouldn't have been in the goddamn highway. And then legally they're gonna continue on this stand your ground law because that's how they're gonna push it, because they're gonna make Jake the villain. Look, we don't know what they were doing in the middle of the highway. We don't know what their intent was. We just had to hit it and go.
Yep. Hey,
go ahead.
Yep, real quick. I was reading one of the articles. It said that back in 2017, DeSantis changed up the stand your ground law to where the state has to prove that you was not self-defending to try to charge you and say like, oh, he just killed him because he wanted to kill him. So these Edomites will just blast someone out of the way and say it was a stand my ground law. I'm just saying he was doing the business.
Yep.
So they're gonna have to prove it. So these Edomites gonna be getting away with it, man.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because it said according to the draft anyway, it said they could get you 500 feet or 500 feet away.
Yep.
From the protest or the riot to the looters or whatever. So your ass is a half a football field and a half away, and Edomite sees you, he can just kill you and say you were trying to rob a store.
Yep. He
can just shoot you and then bust the window and say, hey, he was breaking in here. Nobody saw nothing, but now he's the only one there. Slap. He said, look, he busted this window, so I stopped him. And he gets off scot-free, according to this law that they're trying to pass, this bill.
Hey, and it's not far-fetched, because that's what these Edomites already do with the rioting and looting. They blame it on Jake, but what do they do? The Edomites be the ones busting windows out and throwing Molotovs into the building, and they just blame Jake for it. So and not even that, for hundreds of years, or not hundreds of years, for decades, Esau has been blamed for a lot of things that Esau will kill you and then plant some crack on you, or plant like we were talking about earlier, put a gun in his hand.
Hey, well, if this law comes to pass, you know, and that's for everyday citizens, you know, stand your ground laws for everyday citizens, you know. So how much more the cops? If they are gonna allow citizens to run niggas over and shoot niggas, what do you think the cops are gonna be able to do, man? This is pretty much giving full authority to shoot on sight, you know. What they say in the military, they say how they go weapons hot or something like that. Weapons hot, shoot on sight. Yeah. So hey, that time is coming, man. You niggas, you think you cute with all your little outfits out there and your signs talking about Black Lives Matter, this and that, Biden this. All right. No, you gonna look real cute, or not cute, because cute actually means clever. So you ain't gonna look cute. You gonna look simple as hell, stupid. Hey.
I got one more verse on that Nahum 3 real quick. This is verse 6. It says, "And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock." Man, so you know the world's eyes are gonna be on America when all hell starts breaking loose out here, man. Everybody's gonna be seeing America and be like, "Damn, look at all that shit that's happening in America. Niggas just getting killed on the streets for protesting, and their people are. It's legal to do that.
It already is."
Yep.
Now, they've been saying that. The other nations been saying, "Look, y'all trying to come over here and tell us what to do, but look what's going on in your country. There's people protesting, and now with this election, so America's through, man. It's the laughing stock of the world. This is the laughing stock of history. You know, they're in. You know, the Roman Empire went down in a similar way, but damn, this is going to the extreme. America is finished, man. You see what's going on. They got to make laws to shoot niggas that's rioting and this and that. But you know, it really is because you fucking niggas, man.
Exactly.
And you know what? Lord's will that law gets passed, so more of you niggas get shot down in the streets.
That's right.
Go ahead, Monaco.
This is Psalms 94. I read 20 and 21. Psalm 94, and I'll start at verse 20. "Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which framest mischief by law?"
Frame is mischief by law. Come on, Esau, you're getting exposed, man.
Yes, sir.
And that word mischief pretty much means an evil condition. He's making an evil condition.
Hey, the brother I quoted earlier, man, was draconian laws, man. You know? Hey, how does it say it in Revelation?
The spoke as a dragon.
Yep, spoke as a dragon, man.
Yep. Verse 21. Psalm 94 and 21.
Yeah, it's a lamb.
It's like a dragon. If you go into the word dragon, that's draconian. But go ahead.
I'm saying he spoke as a lamb. Like,
Psalm 94 and verse 21. They gather themselves together against the soul of the righteous and condemn the innocent blood. You know, so again, this law is ultimately for Jake, you know, what you're going into, because this is the behavior of Jake that this, you know, the devil's trying to correct by what, you know, making it lawful to, you know, gun down pretty much guerrilla nigga behavior, you know, and given pretty much now it's by law. So this giving so white man Esau the pretty much the confidence, you know, to actually do this because they have in the back of their mind, you know, but now they have, you know, the law backing them up to actually show out their pure hatred towards you niggas, you know.
Hey, I got a quick precept right for you. It's the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 49. "I am come to send fire on the earth."
Right, this is all y'all was asking, man. You know, the brothers going into the fires. Okay, this is going to take place on the planet Earth. Okay. All right, all the destruction is going to take place on the planet Earth. That's what we're going into, man. All right, that's Ezekiel 33. It says, "Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them." You're going to know that the man of the Lord was all around you, whether it was your father, your brother. Okay. All right, because we told you these fires was going to be kindled. And this is a time where these fires is being kindled. 2 Timothy's the 3rd chapter, the 1st verse. "Perilous times shall come." All right, and this is the times that we're living in, man. Go ahead, Aki.
It reads on, "And wet will I, if it be already kindled."
Hey, so all these fires are already getting kindled, man. So how much more you want to get on Matthew 10:34? How much more when you have a shot return?
Yeah, exactly. And real quick before you get that, this is why those fires going to be kindled. We're just talking about Revelation 13:11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Right? That's the draconian laws. And it says, and he had two horns like a lamb. Not spoke as a lamb. He had two horns like a lamb. Meaning what? He was trying to be, these two parties, they trying to seem, docile and trying to help you, humble. But really, he's speaking as a dragon, bringing these draconian laws, bringing down the hammer, all right, bringing down the great wrath. And now we see it. It was evident, and that beast is really the EU and NATO, but America ultimately, because America is that whore that rideth upon the beast. Okay, the one controlling the beast, right? And then the beast is supporting the whore. Okay, because if you riding a horse, right, or you riding something, what's supporting you? Whatever you riding, But what it said, and he spake as a dragon. I mean, this is you about to see him speak as a dragon. He been speaking like a dragon, but now it's going to become very, very clear that this is the beast. All right, this is the dragon, the Satan, the old serpent. Whatever the terms there are for it. This is the devil. This is the one the wicked the Lord set up. Like the scriptures say, the Lord created all things, even the wicked, for the day of evil. You about to see who the evil is. You about to see who the wicked is. You about to see who the dragon is, the devil. All right, whether you believe us or not, you gonna live it.
The scripture says, like a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour.
Go ahead. All right. All right. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, starting verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord.
Yeah, hey, because what you the Lord gave you what you wanted. You wanted Joe Biden in the office. Okay. All right. This nigga, he's showing his hatred for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Puerto man. Calling you niggas, man. He said if you don't vote for him, you ain't black. Okay. And we need somebody like that in the office, man. We need this nigga in the office, man.
Well, he ain't there quite yet.
Lord willing. Go ahead.
Reading on, it says that take counsel, but not of me.
Right, and that counsel is what? Advice. You getting that advice from what? From your enemy, man. Scripture saying never touch thy enemy, man. Okay, go ahead.
And that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit.
Right, what is that covering? That covering is ultimately, man, Joe Biden got us voting, man. Okay? We gonna make sure we straight. We just gonna keep wearing this mask. All right? Until this shit get better. Ain't no getting better for this place. All right? Okay? This man's a complete demon, man. And he getting ready to show them horns real soon. All right? Mandatory vaccines, man, coming, man, real soon. Mandatory vaccines ultimately going to lead to the mandatory chipping, okay, which is RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, and that's what we need. We need for this to happen because in order for us to get out of this place, okay, prophecy must be fulfilled. Okay, go ahead, Aki.
But not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Right, you adding sin into sin because this nigga ain't all of your brethren, man. This nigga ain't of your kin. What's that? Deuteronomy?
Deuteronomy 16.
16?
17.
16. Con. You set up your brethren, okay, over you.
Shall set a ruler that is of thy brethren. Thou shalt not set a stranger. Roughly perfect.
That's right.
Law, nonetheless.
That's right. And this is showing you that you niggas, okay, you actually believe that Joe Biden, okay, is for you. But
it's their savior.
Yeah, right. But this is proof that you don't believe in the Lord. This is proof when you vote for Joe Biden and the Lord gave you what you want. The Lord gave you Joe Biden, a so-called Democrat. The Lord gave you that, man. But the whole time it's prophesied, okay, for you to never trust your enemy because this nigga hates you, man. He hates you, man. And he getting ready to show them Revelation 12:12. He's getting ready to show them horns, man. We need that, man. We need these draconian laws, man.
Hey, that's what it goes into in that Revelation 13. It said it talks about the 2 horns that it had like a lamb, but it spoke as a dragon. You know, they got the 2 horns, and what are the 2 horns represents? Republicans and Democrats,
Yes, sir.
plebeians and the
Patricians.
patricians. Okay, those are those 2 horns that are getting ready to be shown. Matter of fact, they about to go at each other, man. You know, the Republicans and the Democrats, they're gonna put y'all people against each other, and really they ain't got no beef like that. But that's a part of the plan.
Yep.
Right. Go ahead.
Yeah, like Biden and Trump is beefing with each other. Man, them niggas drinking baby blood together, man. Them niggas throwing down shots of blood together, man. Come on.
Go ahead.
It's all bullshit, you know. At the end of the day, whether you voted for Biden or not, it don't matter. You know, you wanted Biden to be president. This nigga might not even be president. We ain't even got to January 20, and these Negroes over here, Negroes and Latinos already over here talking about that this is my president. This nigga ain't even got to the White House yet, man. Trump, you don't know what Trump's gonna do, but regardless whether he do get in the White House, shit gonna go down anyway. You finna feel the wrath of the Lord regardless, man. It could be fucking a chimpanzee in the White House with a suit on. You still gonna feel the wrath of the Lord, man.
That's right.
That's right, bro. Go ahead, Art.
Verse 2, it says that walk to go down into Egypt.
Which is what? Modern day Egypt. Okay, which would be what? What's that in Revelation 11? 11:7. Spiritually Solomon Egypt. It's here in America, man. All right? Because the Lord said he's going to plague Egypt as with plagues before. Right? Okay? And so we looking for greater plagues to come in. We need niggas like Joe Biden in the office, man. Lord willing. Okay? It's only gonna get better. It's only gonna get better for the men of the Lord, man. And it's only gonna get worse for all you non-believers. Okay? It's only gonna get worse for all you non-believers, man. All right? And we need this, man. This is what we need. Okay? And we're gonna keep doing it. We're gonna keep pushing this truth, man. Fear be on us. We're gonna constantly go out here and do the works, man. Constantly, man. Okay? Tearing down Babylon, man. You were born to do this, man. Okay, go ahead after.
Verse 2, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth.
Yeah, which is what the counsel of the Most High. Okay, which is his prophets. Go ahead.
To strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
Right, who would be the modern day Pharaoh? You niggas just voted for him. Okay, you strengthen yourself in Joe Biden. I voted. You got the little tags. I voted. You voted for a bigger demon. He worse than Trump. Go ahead.
And to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
And you trust in the shadow of Egypt. And that's heavy. Because that's that shadow of death, man. Okay? That's the valley of the shadow of death. Okay? This man don't give no damn about you, man. This man, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. But you trust in him, man. So guess what? Because you trusted him, you made a covenant with death. The Lord is going to destroy you with him, man. Okay, that's it on that. I believe that's it on that. Verse 3. Go ahead.
All right, verse 3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame.
Woo! So the strength of this devil shall be your shame, man. Your so-called 401k. This man is getting ready to make vaccines mandatory. Okay, this man getting ready to be a bigger demon. And Lord willing, this be the year, okay, 2021, the RFID chip, which is Mark of the Beast, be made mandatory next year, man. Okay? And we out of here, man. And that's going to be your shame. A lot of people going to take that chip, and the Lord got a great destruction, okay, reserved for you, man, to fulfill prophecy in Revelation 14 chapter, man. Go ahead.
Reading on, it says, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion.
Right, Babylon the Great, man. This is your confusion, man. Babal. All right? The time where the Heavenly Father set up prophets, but you were not aware, okay? The Lord didn't give you the eyesight to actually see, okay? All right, and that's beautiful, man, because that just show that the numbers is slim to us being the men of the Lord. You see? Out of billions of people, everybody ain't doing what we're doing, man. You see? So to hell with you if you voted for Joe Biden, man. To hell with you if you voted for Donald Trump, man. Because guess what? We vote for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. Every day. All right? And that's who's going to get the victory, man.
Good. Yeah, but we'll go ahead and anybody got one last closing scripture?
La.
Nope. Okay, kind. All right, hey, Lord's will, then this was edifying. Just continue to watch, man, because it's beautiful times we're living in. Regardless of how don't focus too much on that election bullshit. It's all bread and circus at the end of the day. Regardless of who's president or whoever take over, it's going to be the same thing. Trump stay president, America's still going to be destroyed. Biden become president, America's still going to be destroyed. This, that, or this man, that man, the chip's still going to be pushed out. So it don't matter who's president. They're at the end of the day. First of all, Trump is a goddamn clown. He's a caricature, like Apostle Gabar go into, right? He's a damn actor, man. And then what does this do? Biden, he might just fucking croak one of these days coming soon, shit. But it's all a facade at the end of the day. But regardless, we go according to the scriptures, not according to the media. Okay, we know what the scriptures say, not what Joe Biden says. We know what the Bible says. All right, we go according to the Bible, not according to what these politicians say. Look, Donald Trump could die next week, and then your boy Pence take over, and then who knows what he will do. But same thing with Biden, he might fucking croak. The nigga, the oldest man ever to run for office, shit. And then you got the fucking Kamala Harris or whatever. But either way, this place is headed for they on the highway to hell. America's on the highway to hell, and it's a one-way street. Ain't no U-turns on that bitch. So eventually, this place is going, which not eventually, it is going down shit right before our eyes. So shit could happen in the next couple of days, next couple of weeks, right? Maybe months, but shit, what we do know is through measuring the times diligently in itself, we know we at the end of this thing and shit's about to go down. All right, it don't matter who's in the fucking the head plantation house. Okay, it don't matter who's in there. It's still going down. And shit, I was thinking, never mind. For another video, I'll say that for another video. But Lord's word is edifying. Brothers, keep pushing. And stay on track. According to what the scriptures say. You know what I'm saying? So we've said this before, man. The news is a bunch of BS. Okay, now they're saying there's no more room for the COVID-19 deaths in Texas, when this is the biggest state in America. All of Americans can fit in there. Come on, man. It's a charade that they're putting on TV right now, right? We use the news to filter through the scriptures. What you see on the news, you filter through the scriptures. Don't believe everything you see on the news, man. There's a reason why Trump ain't throwing in the white flag, man. Shit about to get real. All right, we don't even know how when we get to January, if we get to January, which is looking like we will. But we don't know the state America's gonna be in January, man. Shit about to go down, man. They're saying that now is the highest cases since March, since the beginning of COVID. Now is the high, like brother was saying earlier. Now is the highest cases ever of niggas getting COVID-19, niggas dying of COVID-19. So they setting something up. Something's about to go down, and we just sitting back and watching at this point. Because we see what's coming, and it's beautiful, and we almost out of here because we know Yahushua is on his way back, So with that, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Hashem, the honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, and salutation and much love to y'all. Come out there pushing out his word, truth, sincerity. Shalom.